as the Hunt Front Super Dirt Series drivers making their way here for My Race Pass qualifying. 25 drivers, if they can all make the call. I have 3 heat races tonight. And I want to welcome each and every one of you watching live on the Hunt the Front YouTube and Facebook as well. Hunt the Front TV, YouTube, and Facebook. Welcome each and every one of you here to Burnside, Kentucky, Lake Cumberland Speedway for the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series and Northern All-Star Late Model Dirt Series co-sanctioned in here tonight for $10,000 to win. We're getting ready for My Race Pass qualifying coming up here in just a moment. 25 Super Late Models signed in on the evening for the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series and Northern All-Star Super Late Model Series. Get them all lined up in the infield. We'll roll them out 2 at a time here for My Race Pass qualifying coming up in just a moment. All right, standing by in the infield, we got trackside reporter Hunter Jordan down there. Hunter, we see Joseph's got his backup car out there on the speedway. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, just a couple months ago, that team picked up that car from Shane Clanton's shop. That is the car that Shane Clanton won at Sonoya with the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series back last August. So it's a car that's a proven winner. Obviously, though, they were not hoping that they were going to even have to touch this car, and that car actually is a loaner. That car is going to go back to Shane Clanton at the end of the season or whenever they're done using it. So tough circumstances for Joseph Joyner right there, Tommy.
And the fact that he's got to go out number 1 doesn't help him at all.
Definitely not at all. I mean, in that scenario, usually pulling a number 1, you're happy about it. But right there, you're kind of hoping that, you got a little bit of time to sit back, give your crew guys some more time to set up that car. But it is what it is. But we're going to see pretty quickly if that car is fast or not.
It'll be first up out of the gate coming up here in just a moment. Stacked, loaded field here in the My Race Pass qualifying coming up. Just about got all the drivers out there on the speedway. And the first 2 drivers going to make their way out onto the racetrack in that 10 machine will be Joseph Joyner out of Milton, Florida, the Kubota Tractors. Base Racing Fuels number 10. And going to roll out with him one of the Base Racing Fuels Rookie of the Year contenders out of Zeeland, Michigan. Ferris Commercial Mowers, number 49. It'll be Luke Morey. This will be our first 2 drivers coming out on the speedway for My Race Pass qualifying. 2 at a time. Waiting for the track officials to give the signal. I see one of the brand new safety racing suits out there on the speedway, the Hunt Front Super Dirt Series, courtesy of Sub Limited. Making the track officials look really, really good out there on the speedway. But nonetheless, green flag in hand, shown by Will Dykes. My Race Pass qualifying is underway. Joseph Joyner gets the green flag. We'll have 2 laps around the speedway to set quick time. Of course, Joyner picked up a win last Saturday at the Cherokee Speedway. First lap time coming up for Joyner will be 14.018. 14.018 for Joseph Joyner. Luke Morey on lap number 1. 14.490. 14.490 for Luke Morey. Joyner on lap number 2. Coming out a little wide out of turn number 4. He'll keep his first lap time, 14.018. And Morey on lap number 2. He'll keep the first one as well with a 14.490. Next 2 drivers going to make their way out onto the speedway. In the 59 car, driver out of Cornersville, Tennessee, one of the Base Racing Fuels Rookie of the Year contenders. In the CNT Racing number 59, that'll be Dillard Hatchett. And right behind him in the 44D, out of Salem, Alabama, the New Point Lightning, Rocket XR1. That'll be Juicy Dalton Cook, as Hatchett comes around to take the green flag. And Cook on the gas as well. Green flag is out for both drivers. First lap time coming up for Hatchet, 14.633, third quick right now. Dalton Cook coming into tonight, fifth in the point standings. His first lap time, second quick, 14.084. And Hatchet will keep his first lap time, 14.633, good enough for fourth. And Cook will keep the first one as well, 14.084. He'll remain second quick out of the four drivers. Next two drivers going to make their way out onto the Speedway in the C6 entry. Coming into tonight, currently 11th in the Hunt Front Super Dirt Series point standings, and your current Base Racing Fuels Rookie of the Year leading contender out of Hornwall, Tennessee in the Zippy Auto C6. It'll be Oakley Johns. And right behind him in the 12 machine, out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, the Grantley Farms, number 12. Hunt Front Super Dirt Series feature winner in 2024 here at the Lake Cumberland Speedway. That'll be Jason Jameson in the 12J. Oakley Johns coming around for his first lap time. He'll go to third quick, 14.146 for Oakley Johns. Jameson on his first lap time. He'll go quick time, 13.616. This is about 4/10 faster than all the drivers thus far. Oakley Johns on lap number 2. He'll keep the first one, a 14.146. Jameson goes even better on lap number 2, 13.607. Right at 4/10 faster. And your second place driver of Joseph Joyner, Jason Jameson. The time to beat right now, 13.607. Next two drivers rolling around the Speedway. And the 11 machine at Seatown, Georgia. Out of Batavia, Ohio, that'll be Adam Strucker in car number 11. And right behind him in the 21, that'll be Super Mario Gresham out of Rome, Georgia, in the Acres Wrecker Services number 21. First lap time coming up for Stricker will be third quick, 14.033. Gresham on lap number 1, sixth quick, 14.458. Stricker on lap number 2. He'll keep the first one, 14.033. And Super Mario on lap number 2. He'll remain sixth quick with a 14.458. Next. That's... Next couple of drivers out there on the Speedway in the 57M. That'll be Cameron Marlar. Cameron Marlar out of Winfield, Tennessee, the Girl Construction, number 57. And also out there in the Speedway in the Zero Machine, it'll be Jake O'Neill out of Tucson, Arizona, the Red Eye Radiators. Number 0, Cameron Marlar, second quick, 13.848. O'Neill, seventh quick with a 14.449. Marlar on lap number 2. He'll remain second quick with a 13.788. Second lap time coming up for O'Neill. He'll remain seventh quick with a 14.178. 14.178. Lap time to beat right now, Jason Jameson. It's 13.607. As your next two drivers rolling around the Speedway. In the 7J machine out of Barberville, Kentucky, that'll be Justin Smith. And right behind him, the 157 out of Winfield, Tennessee, the Skyline Motorsports 157 will be Mike Marlar. As Justin Smith coming around, his first lap time will be 10th quick, 14.497. Mike Marlar coming around on the lap number 1. He'll get a third quick, 14.011. The 157. Second lap time coming up for the 7J of Smith. He'll go to ninth quick, 14.379. Marlar will go ahead and keep his first one of 14.011. Next two drivers rolling around on the Speedway. In the 76 machine, the 2024 Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series champion out of Evans, Georgia, in the Longhorn Factory Heartbeat Hot Sauce, number 76, it'll be Big Sexy Brandon Overton. And right behind him in the 212, your 2023 Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series champion out of Florence, Alabama. Marsh Brothers Construction. Number 212 is going to be Josh Putnam. First lap time coming up for Overton. Will be a ninth quick 14.295. Putnam on lap number 1. He'll get a fifth quick 14.018. 14.018. Second lap time coming up for Overton. Seventh quick 14.082. Putnam on lap number 2. He'll keep the first one at fifth quick 14.018. Next two drivers going to make their way out onto the Speedway in the 6 machine at South Asa, Kentucky. That'll be Michael Chilton. And right behind him in car number 11, the current Northern All-Star Late Model Dirt Series point leader out of Clinton, Kentucky. That'll be Josh Rice in car number 11. Dirt Late Model Dream prelim winner a couple of weekends ago. First lap time for Chilton, third quick, 13.815. And Josh Rice, he'll go second quick, 13.705. Chilton on lap number 2. He'll go to third quick, 13.738. Josh Rice beating the boards on a turn number 4. Quick time, 13.528 for Josh Rice in car number 11. And the crowd goes wild here at Lake Cumberland. Next two drivers rolling out on the Speedway in the 57. Your current Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series point leader out of Erie, South Carolina, Colton Farms, number 57. That'll be Zach Mitchell. And right behind him in the 23 car out in Tennessee in the BMF race cars, number 23. That'll be Corey Hedgecock. Zach Mitchell looking for his first feature win of the season with the Hunt Front Super Dirt Series. Picked up quite a few top 5s. Gained the top spot in the standings right now. He'll go to fourth quick, 13.788 on his opening lap time. Hedgecock will go third quick, 13.724. Second lap time coming up for Mitchell will be fourth quick, 13.731. So he'll improve one spot on second lap time. And Hedgecock will keep the first one at third quick with a 13.724. Next two drivers rolling around the Speedway in the 2 machine. The second machine out of Paragon, Indiana, the Bowman's Tank Services, number 2. That'll be Jake Leitzman. And coming out behind him in the D48 entry out of Bloomington, Indiana, the Milk and Smiles, D48. That'll be Derek Groomer. So Leitzman in the 2, Groomer in the 48 car coming around for their first lap time. Leitzman will be. He'll be 19th quick, 14.754. Groomer, 20th quick, 14.801. Both those drivers looking to improve on lap number 2. As Leitzman comes around. 14.739, a little bit quicker on lap number 2. He'll remain 19th. And Groomer will keep the first one at 14.801. Good enough for 20th quick right now. 5 more drivers to roll out on the Speedway. Next couple of drivers. In the 13W out of Nicholasville, Kentucky, that'll be David Webb. And right behind him, the 1G entry out of Columbus, Indiana, that'll be Devin Gilpin. And the NASCO Racing 1G. So both get the green flag from Will Dykes. David Webb coming around in the 13. He'll get the white flag from Will Dykes. And Webb will go 16th quick with a 14.427. Gilpin will go 15th quick with a 14.180. Checker flag out for David Webb. He'll remain 17th quick with a 14.427. And Gilpin will keep the first one as well, 14.180 for 15th quick. Next couple of drivers going to roll out on the Speedway in the 126 entry out Out of Rogersville, Tennessee, in the Bigfoot Enterprises 126 in the Race Racing Fuels Rookie of the Year contenders. It'll be Cade Loudy. And right behind him, the 17M. Driver with 2 feature wins with the Hunt Front Super Dirt Series already in 2025. And the Easy Go Clock Synthetics Team 0. Number 17M, that'll be the Mac Daddy, Dale McDowell in 17. Have one more driver coming up after these two, as Will Dykes displays the white flag on Cade Loudy. McDowell 20th quick, 14.492 on his opening lap time. Loudy 24th quick, 14.919. Well, both of those drivers looking to improve. He'll keep the first one, 14.919 for Loudy, and McDowell on lap number 1. He'll keep the first one at 20th quick with a 14.492. Last driver to roll out on the Speedway. Out of Newport, Tennessee, in the Capital Waste Ultimate Towing and Recovery Rocket XR1. That'll be the Newport Nightmare, Jimmy Owens. Picked up a win with the Hunt Front Super Dirt Series back on May 16th at the Ship Creek Raceway. Currently second in the Hunt Front Super Dirt Series standings, only 8 points behind Zach Mitchell coming into tonight. First lap time for Owens. He'll be 7th quick, 13.956 for Jimmy Owens. Checkered flag going to be displayed by Will Dykes. And he'll keep the first one, 13.956. Man, caught the wall right there. There you see the spoiler damage on the 20 machine of the Jimmy Owens. And that'll wrap up my Race Pass qualifying your quick time here tonight. In the 13.528 out of Critton, Kentucky. It'll be Josh Rice in the 11R. Josh Rice, one of the hometown drivers. Showing the way, Jason Jameson. Second quick with a 13.607. Corey Hitchcock, 13.724. Zach Mitchell, 13.731. And Michael Chilton, 13.738, your top 5 fastest in the My Race Pass qualifying. And we'll try to get Hunter Jordan. We'll see if we can catch up with Josh Rice here in just a moment. Get a word with our Quick Time Award winner here tonight. Currently the point leader with the Northern All-Star Late Model Dirt Series coming into tonight with 4 feature wins on the season. The only other driver with more in that series this season is Mother Nature. So Hunter Jordan standing by with your quick time here tonight, Josh Rice.
Josh, pretty good start to the night. Came off a second-place finish here in the prelim night just a year ago. Coming off a Dirt Late Model Dream prelim victory, point leader with Northern All-Stars. Man, you got to be feeling really good coming into tonight.
Yeah, the car's really good. That's the hardest part here is qualifying. I've never been here and fast time not hit the wall. So I seen Jameson go out and went fast and come in with right rear spoiler damage. So pretty much knew where I needed to be, and car's good. We're gonna see if we can keep it up front.
Ladies and gentlemen, your quick time qualifier in Group A, coming off a Dirt Late Model Dream prelim win. He is the defending Northern All-Stars champion and the current point leader. Give it up for Josh Rice.
And that'll wrap it up for Hunt Front Super Dirt Series qualifying. We'll turn it back over to the voice of Lake Cumberland, Mr. Brian Abner.
Thank you very much. We're going to roll into A&A Auto Sales Crown Vics. We have 13 signed in here tonight. That's a class we usually, of course, this is a special Friday night race, but here on Saturday nights we'll get anywhere between 18, 20, 22 of these things on any given night. We have 13 signed in tonight. We are going to lock in the top 6, and then we'll have one heat race. As we're going to get the track cleared here, it looks like Josh Rice has stopped. Going to need a record to the outside pit area as we have a car that has stalled. So they're going to get these cars pushed across. Going to need a push truck over on the outside pit area, as it looks like the 13W David Webb, I believe that is, they're trying to push up the hill. There we go. They got it. They did. They have now cleared off the outside pit area. As we continue to get the track cleared off. "13 Crown Vics signed in. We're going to get them all to the infield and get ready to turn them loose. Looks like the first one up there will be the 98W of Trace Wilson out of Versailles, Kentucky, Army veteran. Racing with us now for a couple years here at Lake Cumberland Speedway. Former Crossville Speedway regular, as he raced down there quite a bit when he was active duty. Going to get set to turn them loose. We're going to go, what are we going to go here? 5 at a time. 5, 4, and 4 is what we're going to go here. 5, 4, and 4. So the 98 of Trace Wilson, the 28 out of Rockholds, Kentucky, Matthew Shoup, the 30 out of Williamsburg, Kentucky, that is Frankie Helton. The 0 of Josh Stringer out of Nancy, Kentucky, and the 51R, Rodney Keaton. Rodney out of Somerset, Kentucky. This will be our first group. We're going to get 2 laps as you see Trace Wilson down the backstretch. Hot lap qualifying. 2 laps coming here for your Crown Vics. We will lock in your top 6. We'll have 1 heat later on tonight and then a 15-lap feature at the end of the night for the Crown Vics. And caution is out. Trace Wilson loops it over in turn number 2, right there behind the scoreboard and signs. So the caution is out for Trace Wilson. Going to get him turned back around. And once he gets that car put in the right direction, we'll get ready for green flag once again here as they get ready to turn them loose once again. We'll see the green flag this time by. So green flag out again for that 98 of Trace Wilson. The 30, that is Franklin Hilton. Franklin out of Williamsburg, Kentucky. The 0 of Josh Stringer. Rodney Keaton in that 51R. First lap for the 98 will be a 17.779 for Trace Wilson. Shoup an 18.159. Keaton an 18.910. And then it's going to be Stringer and Helton as checker flag out for the 98 of Trace Wilson, a 17.779. His first lap, that is his lap of record. Matthew Shoup will stay right there in second at 18.159. Rodney Keaton will stay third with an 18.215. Franklin Hilton, a 19.617 and a 20.352 for Josh Stringer. That's your first group of qualifiers here in hot lap qualifying for your A&A Auto Sales Crown Vics. Top 6 locking in. Next one out onto the track will be Jeff Roberts. Jeff out of Sellersburg, Indiana. The 98 of Jason Griffith out of Crossville, Tennessee. The 71 of Spencer Luttrell out of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Second-generation driver. His dad, Robert Luttrell Sr., Robert Luttrell Jr., rather, used to drive that car. Now Spencer has taken over. The C4 of Eddie Brown out of Crossville, Tennessee. And the 10E of Brandon Emerson out of Lebanon Junction, Kentucky. And that 10E put on a great race here last Friday night. with the number 93 of Roy Douglas. You're going to see Roy out in the next group. They put on a great show for that win, as the 86 looks like he did not pick up. Emerson goes second quick with an 18.109. Roberts goes fourth quick with an 18.160. Everybody else coming off of turn number 4. And after the checker flag waves, Trace Wilson still your fast qualifier. Brandon Emerson goes second quick. Matthew Shoup, Jeff Roberts, Rodney Keaton. And sixth right now is Eddie Brown in that C4. That is your top 6 as of right now. Those 6 locked in. So Eddie Brown in that C4 on the bubble as the 93 out onto the racetrack. That is Roy Douglas out of Fairdale, Kentucky. One feature win here this year at Lake Cumberland Speedway in the Crown Vics. The 77 of Isaac Litton out of Cox Creek, Kentucky. And the 46 of David Smith out of E-Town, Kentucky. First time here this year at Lake Cumberland Speedway. That's Smith Racing number 46. Roy Douglas brings it off of turn number 4, and he'll go quick time at 17.142. 17.142. Isaac Litton goes third quick, 18.067. David Smith goes 11th quick. So Roy Douglas, Trace Wilson, Isaac Litton, your top 3. Douglas will keep that 17.142. Litton goes second quick at 17.529. And the 46 of David Smith will stay right there in ninth with a 19.154. So your top 6 making it into tonight's A main through qualifying. Locking in will be Jeff Roberts in the 6th spot, Matthew Shoup in the 5th spot. 4th goes to Brandon Emerson, 3rd to Trace Wilson, 2nd to Isaac Litton. And starting on the pole tonight for tonight's A-Main, your fast qualifier, turned a lap of 17.140 seconds in that number 93 out of Fairdale, Kentucky. That is Roy Douglas. So Roy Douglas, your fast qualifier there for your Crown Vics. Time now for your Lumber King Grassroots Hobby Stocks. We need our Grassroots Hobby Stocks. The staging, please. Going to be rolling them out. 7 of them here tonight. We'll go 4 and 3 to qualify them tonight. They'll be a feature only. So the Lumber King Grassroots Hobby Stocks. And then we'll have our front wheel drive qualifying. And then opening ceremonies coming your way here tonight. The Billy Todd Classic here at Lake Cumberland Speedway. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight, race fans. As you see, a packed house here at Lake Cumberland Speedway. The first hobby stock out will be Bryce Elkins out of Waynesburg, Kentucky. He made his first trip ever to Lake Cumberland Speedway. First time racing that car last Friday night here at Lake Cumberland Speedway. The 24, second generation, make a third generation driver out of Eubank, Kentucky. That is Ethan Decker. The T12 of Michael Todd out of Williamsburg, Kentucky, in that blue and orange T12. And the 47 of Chris Privet. Chris out of Burnside, Kentucky. It looks like T12 is having some issues as he is going to take that car pit side. White flag is out for Bryce Elkins. Ethan Decker is 17.417 to go quick time out of this group. Bryce Elkins is 17.511, 18.507 for Chris Privet as the T12 of Michael Todd takes his car pit side. Bryce Elkins will stay right there in that second position with a 17.465. So after group number 1, we'll bring our second group out. So Ethan Decker, Bryce Elkins, Chris Privet after that first group. And our next group rolling out will be the Hall of Famer out of Winfield, Tennessee. That is David Marlar. the T22. Second-generation driver and the father to Ethan Decker. That is Stacy Decker in the T22 out of Eubank, Kentucky. Longtime driver here at Lake Cumberland Speedway. The 122, first time ever in that race car. Second-generation driver out of Braunston, Kentucky. That is Braden Burnett. His dad, Ross, in the 122 open-wheel modified. So a couple of new young men out here driving tonight at Lake Cumberland Speedway with Bryce Elkins and the young man out of Braunston, Braden Burnett. David Marlar goes quick time at 16.450. 16.450 for Marlar. Burnett goes fifth quick in 18.438. And Stacy Decker did not pick up on that last lap. So they're saying the T22 did not pick up, but they did hand score him. Unofficially, there is your top five. Chris Privet goes fifth, fourth to Braden Burnett, the rookie driver. Another rookie driver in that third spot in the number 5 of Bryce Elkins. Second goes to Ethan Decker. And your fast qualifier turned a lap of 16.450 seconds out of Winfield, Tennessee. Race fans, let him hear you. The 57, the Hall of Famer, David Marlar. We're going to clear them out, and we're going to get set for our last group of the evening for time trials. That will be your Reno's Roadhouse front-wheel drive mini stocks. We have 9 signed in tonight, so we'll go group of 5 and 1 of 4, and that'll set up our feature tonight. The 21 out of Robbins, Tennessee, that is Dustin Duncan. Dustin, if you're familiar with that young man, he has won just about at every racetrack he ever shows up at. He has won a bunch of them. Always hard to beat when he shows up to a racetrack. The 78 of Jim Rowland out of Williamsburg, Kentucky, one feature win here this year at Lake Cumberland Speedway. The 33 of Eric Bryant out of Somerset, Kentucky, second-generation driver. And then it will be the 8 of David Wolkin. David out of Somerset, Kentucky. And the 16, his daughter Megan Wolkin out of Somerset, Kentucky. So father-daughter out here tonight in the front-wheel drives as well as the open-wheel modifieds with Tim Patrick and Sarah Patrick. So Jim Rowland goes to the top of the list, as it actually will be the 21 of Dustin Duncan. For some reason, his transponder did not pick up.